Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the very first Core Dump, where I answer all your questions and also go over one subject by myself. It is part of the Talking Games franchise, so welcome in. Uh, for those that are here live on Twitch, hello. Good to see everybody. For those that are watching on YouTube later on, good afternoon. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and suggest this. It will help it grow over there on YouTube. For those that are listening to it on their favorite podcast, welcome in and let's get started here. All right. I got a question recently about what happened to the intro song. On the first episode that stopped having the intro song, I quite clearly stated why I did it. It is to get people into the content quicker and less of the subject matter to be lost due to the constraint of 1 hour and talking with people. Yes, we do go over a lot by about 10 to 15 minutes on average, but yeah, it is because the intro content is the most important content on YouTube. It's what snags people, so the intro song had to go. Uh, Two, do I plan to have repeat guests? Well, we've already had previous panel people before of Dancing Dove and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀. Um, and will we have more people that have previously been on here? Yes, we do plan to have more repeat people. All right, let's see here. Those are the two questions I wanted to answer relatively early on this podcast. Oh, this question as well. What happened last week? Episode 10 took a week to come out, and also the podcast, episode 9 podcast, didn't come out until Thursday of last week. What happened with both of those? All right, episode 10. The reason why it did not come out last week is one, this is episode 10. Two, last week here in the US and around the world for the most part was Easter Sunday. I plan on taking holidays for the United States off uh, here, so so I can spend time with the family. Family comes before the podcast, before streaming. So that's why I was not here last week recording this episode. What happened with episode 9 coming up late on the podcast apps is I had already uploaded it. And on the web page, I thought I clicked submit for release at midnight on the Monday, but it was not until I looked on Thursday that I noticed that it was not uploaded yet. So that is why that was up. Why why episode 9 was late getting up on the podcast platforms, but was not late on YouTube. Now, for the people here in Twitch land that have any questions, feel free to post them in chat. We will discuss them during this episode. So, now, I have been getting games lately, and I have been playing them on stream for you guys. And I wanted to go over this list. There is a total of 10 games that I have received keys for so far this year. So what happens to some of these games after I play them once, twice, and what happens when my other opinions and that type of stuff. All right, so I have I use a program online for streamers called Keymailer.𝗧𝗹𝗶𝗀 to get majority of my free games. With that, you promise that you promise a predicted amount of coverage of this said game. Like, will you play this game on your stream, or will you play this game on your YouTube channel? And if you guys know, I've only played 9 out of those 10 games that I've received keys for. I will go through each one of these, explain what I liked about it, what I disliked about it, and what my predicted coverage of it was. Okay. We will start with the oldest first. Okay, we'll start with the very first key this channel, my Twitch channel, received to rate and to play on stream, and that is 𝗧𝗃𝗃𝗀, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗀. It is available on Steam for $5.99 last I looked. I had a predicted coverage of 100% of this game. I played 15 minutes of it on stream, which was more than enough to cover would I cover it? Yes, I would cover it. And sorry, 𝗧𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗀's right now is $10.99. Would I recommend you spending $10.99 on this game? And the answer is, at that time, a sounding no. Still, the answer is no. Even after their campaign is closed and everything, the issue was there was no offline mode to play versus bots, or a mode or a guaranteed lobby. We were sitting there for over 15 minutes waiting for a lobby to load up, and there was only maybe 3 people online playing that game. So I don't know how many people I needed for that game. To get a lobby started, it was completely online. Would I recommend that game? No. Would I recommend it if they added a AI feature or an offline mode, gave more content to the game for the $10.99, or removed the price to free? Probably. For an FPS to come out saying that they are $10.99, it's not good. It's not worth it. I know that they have to pay for servers, but make something part of that game that gets people to spend money offline. They had a purchase place where you could purchase gems, like for skin customizations and that type of stuff, and still charge $10.99. It's not worth it. Now, the next game on this list is Computer Tycoon. My predicted coverage for Computer Tycoon was 65%, which meant highly likely of covering it, because I like Tycoon style games. I would have gladly brought this Tycoon game to my public and play it for everybody. And the reasoning behind Computer Tycoon, I did not play it on stream, is one, the tutorial, the starting tutorial was hard to understand. Two, it seemed like they tossed the language, whichever the language that it was wrote into a Google Translator and made it almost impossible for native English speakers to understand. So I do have people that do not speak English natively. Would I suggest this game? What I played of it, I would gladly play it if they fix their English language. It was a very fun hour and a half offline trying to play it, but I got more of a headache trying to like read the English. Also, a dark mode would have been useful. The predicted coverage on that, like I said, was 65%. This is the game that I did not bring to my stream because of how hard it was to understand. And also, you will understand once I go through the rest of my Keymailer list here. Exactly why all these others got covered besides Computer Tycoon. Like I said, Computer Tycoon was 65%. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it more than Warcos. Um, Maybe they have a good translation for whatever language you speak natively. But the English is very much like somebody tossed it into Google Translate and oof. All right. Now on to a few more games. Uh Computer Tycoon was also back in February when I got the key. Now, we got a lot of these keys during March and the first part of April. So, we're into the March ones. There is 3 of these. So, the very first one was Iron-Smith Simulator. Uh for those that was here when I played Iron-Smith Simulator, knows that I actually enjoyed this game. It was a very fun game released back on the 9th of March by developers 𝗵𝗡𝗄 and publisher Ultimate Games and 𝗬𝗃 Publishing. The crafting, the storyline behind it was so fun, so good, but also my understanding is the developers has decided to stop working on it. I mean, would I play it again on stream? Yes. Did I have fun the first time playing it? Yes. It's a very fun, relaxing game. Storyline is fantastic. It is definitely a game that deserves playability. I would highly recommend it. I think it's, let me look here real quick at the price at Steam. Iron-Smith Simulator. You know, I should have had this up for you guys. Uh, yeah, for some odd reason, when I typed it in, it did not find it. Would I recommend playing it? Yes, it is still a very fun game. Iron-Smith Simulator. Would highly recommend people playing. I think it's like maybe $10 for it. So for what was the amount of entertainment I got out of it, price of a movie ticket, it's about $10. So Orbital Bullets, the 360-degree roguelike. This is one of the first games I received that is highly controller heavy. Would I recommend playing Orbital Bullet, the 360 roguelike? Yes. Yes. Would I want you guys to go have it? If you like roguelikes, if you like first person shooters, yes, definitely. This is one of those games that it's you can set back, pull up a controller, do like a couple rounds real quick, get in, get out of a game, just enjoy it. It is a fun game. I highly recommend it. It is also a 100% coverage. And I did have fun with it. I think the stream even enjoyed it and was laughing alongside me when we were playing that on stream. So it is definitely a game that I would highly recommend. It released back in March 21st. And their motto is kill, die, modify. I would highly recommend playing it. The storyline is great. The play style is fantastic. I think you guys would enjoy it, and the soundtrack was really good. Now, the developer of that is 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗡, and the publishers was Mayflower Entertainment, Assembly Entertainment, and Whisper Games. Really good, fantastic game. 100% would recommend playing that. The next game on this list is actually a repeat game that I do play multiple times on my stream. Like, I am currently up to streaming it 7 times, 8 times now. And if you guys know anything, I try to stream everything at least once or twice. Something new every week. So yeah, this next game is Smart Factory Tycoon. When I first got this game, did I think it would be useful for my type of stream to get interactions? The answer was no. I thought it was going to be a one and done. And I did not think that anybody would be playing it or want me to play it more than once. So it was like very sad that I thought it was going to be a one and done when I was enjoying building logistical infrastructure here for robots. And when I decided to play it on stream, I offered the people the ability to purchase robots from my community so that they could upgrade them and stuff to help irritate me or to help or to help the factory or to harm the factory in ways. Being super lazy or something at the start, but at the end, all the robots get up to a certain stage. It is a very fun game, very useful. It is one of the relaxed, I can English, relaxed style games on uh, on this. And would I recommend it? Yes. Smart Factory Tycoon is really great. There is a few issues I do have with Smart Factory Tycoon, and we're going to get into those issues right now. The cons of Smart Factory Tycoons. One, you don't have enough room to put one of every machine in your building. Don't ever think you'll be able to put one of every type of machine in your building or multiples of machines in your building. Each building, the optimized way of building them would be to put one or two of a certain type of machine and use the space wisely to min max production. Now, with that being said, what the issue I have with it is, say I have machines in one plant that can be used to build I don't know, build axles, okay, for a car. And the rest of those machines are in the other factory to get the plastic components for that car. There's no way of using machines from different plants to build the final product. And I think there should be that option, because in most companies they have that. If they have multiple factory buildings. So I would highly suggest to them, if they want to improve the game, add in the features like where I can use the plastic form machines in plant 1 with the metalworking machines in plant 2. Or what have you. And then you could come up with unique ways of creating everything. It would be a very useful way of doing it. So while, yes, would I recommend playing it? Yes, hands down. For $15, the replayability is there, the enjoyment is there. There is so many different methods of playing this game that it is really great. The only other issue is the tutorial. It doesn't auto progress. Make the tutorial auto progress or remove the tutorial completely. It's just a suggestion right there. Make the tutorial auto progress. It's not that hard to do. You just need to do checks. Set up something that can be checked. It's not that hard. Now, the next game on this list was the very first game I got in April. I got it April 1st. Orbit.Industries. Orbit.Industries, would I recommend playing it? Yes. It is very fun, relaxing, complex. The storylines are there. I think the game has officially been released. I'm double checking on the release date. Yes, as of recording this, it has been released 2 days now. So, like I said, I got this back on the 1st. I got to play it with you guys before anybody else got to play it. I was able to make any content with it I wanted to, which was fun, enjoyable. I would like to thank the people at 𝗂𝗏𝗧 for giving that to me. The freeness. I love the abstract. I love the spaceship designs and that type of stuff. Um, like it was definitely a relaxing game. Was there any cons to this game? The only con is uh after spending so much time building a space station, it doesn't give you the option to, after you're done with the story, to continue playing that space station in like a sandbox mode, uh, or let you save that space station. So if you're playing the story mode, there is a limit to like how much effort do you really want to spend on building your space station. Um, so would I recommend it to you guys? I'm gonna say yes. Please play it. Give 𝗂𝗏𝗧 love and attention if you like space base project building style games. It is really easy to get into. The storylines there to drive you to pull you forward. Really great. The free play mode is so fantastic. So like you could worry about focus on making the money, getting better space stations, work on an insanely large abstract concept there, um, which is fantastic. Which is very fantastic. Would I recommend you getting it? Yes. 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 We're down to the last 3 here. So uh so we're going to take each of these a little bit slower here. Each of these has pros, cons. What I want to explain about them is a little bit more in depth and everything. Um, so the first or the next game on this list is Planet Conqueror. Uh, oh, God. Planet Conqueror. Wow, what can I say about this game? Um, the concept is there. Uh, it's a very fantastic indie game, published and developed by the same person. It looks like they took the chance to learn 3D modeling and do the very first thing that they had is make a silly game with it. Is it a fun game? In a way, yes. In a way, yes, it is a very fun little game. The object behind it is very simplistic. You use a gun to shoot ores, destroy these ores. Um, this gun puts out these rings. Once you destroy the ores, you have them in your inventory. Uh, you try to get as much of these ores and sell them. And would I recommend Planet Conqueror? Maybe. Maybe. If you have a hyperactive young kid at home that you want a safe game for them to play, then yes, Planet Conqueror is great for that. It will keep them interested for a period of time. It would be a really great game. The issue I do see with it is it is blocky, which I don't mind blocky games. I mean, I am a Minecraft player, so what I mean by blocky is on a space-based game, you don't expect these lines to be like perfect CAD drawed lines or simple lines from Blender. Blender is the thing that I was thinking of. Planet Conqueror is a $4 game on Steam. $3.99, $4. Would I recommend purchasing it? If it's on sale for $1 or $2, go ahead, pick it up. Silly little game. Should give you like at least maybe an hour and a half of playtime. Very fun to do that. Would I play it on stream again? No. No, I will never play that game on stream again. Will I play it personally? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. It's just it's a game that, while yes, it's about space. I love space games. It's just not a space game for me. I mean, I'm sure you guys remember that those that was here. Now the next game is not released yet. It does not hit full release until it does not hit release yet until May 2022. Have I played this game? Yes. Do I love this game? Yes. Would I recommend getting this game as a couch-based game for you and the family to play on a holiday or for something like that? Yes. Most definitely. You guys can try it out right now. The tutorial version is out. It is called Spaceline from the Far Out. The tutorial version is Spaceline from the Far Out Flight School, which allows you to play this flight school, and so you and a couple of your friends can actually play. Enjoy this game, test it out yourself, see if it's worth it. It is very, very fun. Very fun game. The publisher is Guystone Games Inc. The developer is Coffee Knots. Would I recommend this game? Yes. In fact, some of the people that saw me play it has already put it on their wish list. the space lines from the far out. So that tells me one thing. Space lines from the far out. Oh, I love you. Um, yes, definitely get it. It is worth it. Will I be playing it again before the preview version is over with? Yes. Now the last game on this list is a roguelike builder game. Is a roguelike builder game. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out what Crimson is saying in the other room to me. Space lines from the far out. The goal of the game for Space Lines Far Out is take the most hardest route from your initial base all the way to this pleasure planet. Very good. Now, the last game on this list is Tower of the Sage. Did I have fun playing it on stream? Yes. Will I be playing it again? Yes. Did I have issues with what they wanted as a confirmation of how to confirm that I did it or not? Yes. I actually had to tweet out that I played it or I was playing it on stream. It was the only way that it would be picked up that I actually covered it. But yes, Tower of the Sage, $5 for a roguelike game. A roguelike card building game. Would I recommend picking it up? Yes, if you like roguelikes. Is it fun? Yes, and the graphics are really great. The graphics are perfect for this game. Hands down, the best roguelike that I've ever received from any company before. So yes, very, very fun. Of a roguelike game. Now, do I have games being offered to me right now? I actually have one game on my notification that they would like me to play it. And that is called Terraformers. The offer is a 100% coverage. And the game concept is you're terraforming Mars. While competing against other facilities that is doing the exact same thing, or other companies that are doing the exact same thing. As I'm looking at this, it's a city builder style game. And it's like certain spots that you can set items. I don't like being forced in that type of a shell. While it looks slightly interesting, I did get Planet Crafter, and I have started playing Planet Crafter. And I would recommend Planet Crafter for any terraforming style games. So, would I recommend this game, the Terraformation? Probably not. Um, but would I recommend the Planet Crafter? Yes. Um, Now, with that all said, I'm going to go over here to look at chat to see if chat has any questions before we wrap up this podcast. Again, for those that are listening to this through their favorite platform, thank you. Do what you can. If you can rate this on your favorite podcasting system, do so. With the highest rating, it will help us grow. For again, those that are on YouTube, please again hit that like, share, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, please do all three. It will help me out. Will help the audience grow. And also, our goal is to hit 100 subscribers on the YouTube account so we can have a personal, customized link for you guys to make it easier for you to find the KoreCast podcast talking games. It looks like the chat has no questions for 𝗏𝗏. Again, this will be put up, should be up normal time on the it'll be up on YouTube. It will be up on your favorite podcast, all of that Sunday night. KoreCast, I record live at Twitch on my main channel. I then take it, edit it, upload it to YouTube and to the audio platform so that you guys will have the podcast every week. This time I'm hoping to make sure that it gets uploaded to the podcast on time with the release date still Monday morning at midnight. So, with that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day or afternoon, whatever. I'm going to go spend the rest of today with my better half. And until next time. Later, Gators.